here we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Samrak.
Brian number 3 here.
So we are on one of the most adventurous hikes on the island of Oahu here. OLOMANA 3 Peaks, that's what they call it. It's either OLOMANA Trail or
3 Peaks Trail.
Yeah. So we are midway through the hike. We've reached the third peak here. It's right in front of us. I just wanted to do a little quick intro of this hike video. It's using 2 iPhones throughout the whole process here. No drones, no GoPros. Edit wise, it's just going to be iPhone edits. So that's just like how we've done all of our videos, just recording with the iPhone, editing on the iMovie app that comes with the iPhone as well. Yeah, so yeah, we're at the middle point here. About time to go back, but feel free to hang out for a bit, watch the entire trail, well, highlighted of the trail itself. Yeah, what do you think about this hike? We've done it before, first and foremost. It's just been a while. I've done it many times. I think you've done it once.
Yeah, and I love it, especially the routes and the climbs coming up from the second peak to the third peak. It's where I feel the most free. You feel a little bit climbing, a little bit more adventurous style.
It is an adventurous hike. Not recommended for everybody. I mean, we're not professional hikers, but we do have experience hiking, you know. There are parts where you have to use ropes, climb mountains. So Brian here is a mountain climber. I am not, but I rely on the ropes. You don't, right? You know how the rock formations go, so that's your thing. But we're here.
We're here. We're on top of the third peak.
Yep, overlooking the Pacific Ocean here. The ridge is right behind us to the right. Like I said, feel free to stick around and watch the highlighted views of all, you know, our route here, this trail here. We're good.
The view is amazing.
Yeah, so
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, highly recommend this hike here. So we'll do an outro at the end here, but you know, welcome to the channel, those that are new. Yeah, so we're good. Yep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, I guess. Yeah, comment, like, subscribe. There you go, the whole works. All right. So we are at the start of the trail, aka trailhead, I guess. So it could get a bit muddy at times, depending on the rain from the night before. Right now it looks pretty decent, but then again, it's just the first few steps into here. Like we're on the red planet, yeah? Right turn. You blend in with the ground.
Ah! Happy Halloween.
Different terrain. Well, it's not different terrain, it's just covered up. Yeah.
Cover up, the ground's soft.
Yeah. Like walking on clouds? Not like we've ever done it, but it is pretty soft. It's quite the incline just to get to the first peak alone. Gotta follow him up there.
Beautiful scenic. Sam's out here.
Not even the first peak yet though. Still climbing.
Sam got attacked by wildlife.
What's happening? M. Night, what, Shyamalan? We are finally here at the climb to get to the first peak, I believe. See you on the other side, yeah? Forgot that there's one more section before you hit the top of the first peak. I don't think the climb is as rough as the previous rope section, but there is a small rope section here. And here we go.
Same as, so starting from here, go climb, 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 and now Ascent on all the way up. And over there, we'll be seeing the first peak.
And we are finally here, just at the first peak. It's the walkway here. That's where the famous pictures of people, when you take it at 3 peaks at the first peak. It was right there. Behind there, the bridge that run through the middle of OAHU. How it is when you're in between the peaks. This is from peak 1 to peak 2. Just came down from 1, of course. Now we're about to head up to peak number 2.
That's Sam going down, hike into the woods, and come up. That's the second peak. Also a huge steep rope section. Third peak.
Situation with the trail here. We are about to climb. There should be some ropes up ahead as well. Looking at on the side here. There's the climb.
Climbing up is the second peak.
Number 2, I got my hands on the other rope coming this way for some reason. Now we are on the descend from the second peak to the third peak. If you look behind Brian here, that is the third peak right there. And he's gonna go down the rope right before I do. He's gonna look more natural to me because he's a rock climber.
I'm a walk climber.
A walk. Safety first. I'll use all 3. So as he disappears into the frame here, that's the third peak.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Hanging out with us too much, know the lines.
And this is how Howie and Sam go up to the second peak, to the third.
Down.
We're going down.
Go ahead, the rope's all yours. Clear. There is shade in between the second and third peaks. I'm just showing the shaded area. Once you get down to the bottom between the peaks, that's one of your last shaded area before you go up. That thing. Going to the third peak. It is walkable up to a certain point. Then eventually, of course, you have to use ropes. And as you advance at rock climbing, which I am not, but Brian over there is. So this is, what do you call it when you go side of the mountain instead of climbing?
You traverse
over it. So real quick, there are ropes there, but Brian's gonna be going to the side, or traversing. Next, after this one, there's another rope section here. I think that's the last one before we get to the top of the third peak. Ocean view real quick. That's the second peak, first and second peak we just came from. That's the ridge that runs through the center of the island here, or the middle of the island, I should say. As a guide. Got him. Clear.
You're doing it.
Huh?
You're doing it.
Different from you. Alright, on to the next. Just to climb to the third peak. Sorry, we do not have a drone or anything, so it's just from my iPhone here. Clear? Clear. I'm up next.
On top, this is the anchor.
got this Chi-hoop. Some walkable areas, I guess. Going up to the third peak. Just coming up on the side of the peak. And I believe we are finally here at the top of the very last peak. Peak number 3 of 3 peaks, of course. So the best photo op was there on peak number 1, where you can see these 2 peaks behind. Because once you get here, really nothing. But if you keep going all the way through, which is where we're going to set up for our intro, basically you can see the ridge go all the way down to where the ocean is. Yep, this is our 3 peaks climb. We're gonna set up down there. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a ladder underneath here. But let's enjoy this view real quick. Again, of course. It's the Pacific Ocean.
That is top of the 3 peaks. We just came back down from there. Second peak, that's Sam, and we're heading back down. Took us 2.5 hours to come up here. We expect maybe an hour and a half to go down. So this is it. That's 3 peaks. 1, 2, 3.
All right, this is the descent from the 3rd peak. Our goal is to get back to where we started, and then it's time to go eat, of course. So this is quite the view here. Basically, you still have to go up that way. Yeah, I see it. You have to go back to the 2nd peak, up to the 1st peak, and down to the other side. doesn't need the rope. Trust in the rock formations. Just going back up to the second peak. Just got down from the third peak. And we have quite a ways, but it should be quicker. Now we have to go up this rope section in order to get to peak number 2. We've done it earlier, of course, coming down. I should have toggled with the distance earlier. Oh, he's not using the ropes. He trusts himself. I guess it's easy. You grab onto a lot of rocks there. Alright, now it's my turn now. Clear on the ropes. Alright, we just barely made it up to the second peak again, back to the second peak. So that's where we were. Climb back up over here. This is the second peak. There used to be a hammock right there. We took it out. Like I said, it's been over a year since I've done this hike. And there's Brian over there waiting on me. That's the first peak over there. Okay, we're almost at the bottom. Between the second and first peak. Gotta go through the little shaded area there. Back up to the first peak. In the meantime, this Oceanside instead of Kalua. And we finally made it back to the first peak. That's a view of the second peak there. Over here, some people up there now. But we are back on top of the first peak. Ooh, almost there. I believe this was one of the first rope section that we had to go through in order to come up. Might be wrong. Tired right now. Just the way down. Our goal is to get back out there, yeah? It's almost 4 p.m. Hawaii time. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we're tired. It's been only a few hours, but it felt like a long day. We're ready to go eat. There's Brian making his way down. We're almost there. Almost to the trailhead. And it looks like we are back to the beginning. Tiring. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Once we get outside, I'm just gonna end the video. I don't feel like there needs to be an outro, but we are back onto the road here. That concludes 3 Peaks hike. Choo-hoo, choo-hoo.